bem-vindos aqui a mais uma gameplayzinha do canal Pelinha Gameplay. Galera, for chegando, já vai deixando aquele like. Se não é inscrito no canal, mano, já se inscreve, deixa o like, compartilha, ativa o sininho para receber as notificações. Eu tô chegando aqui com Season, uma carta para o futuro. Jogaço aí, diretamente da... sitezinho aí, pá, que sempre ajuda nós, que é Terminals. Então tamo junto, bora lá começar essa gameplay já. Já tá em PTBR, pra mim tá ótimo. Quem é você? Deixa eu ver se tem... Só ver aqui o negócio de jogabilidade, exibição... legendas ativas. A legenda grande. Provocada por áudio. Pode ser, pode ser. Quem é você?
I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight. Just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end? And why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did.
Salve, Mano Ghost! E aí, mano? Bom dia, seja muito bem-vindo à live. E aí, como é que você tá, jovem?
The elder had one condition for letting me go.
Já vai chegando, já deixa aquele likezão. Enquanto isso, já vou compartilhando a live.
She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn, on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
E aí, como é que você tá, meu jovem? Querendo jogar o Exoborn. Será que amanhã já vem? Vamos lá, Indy. Épocas anteriores, uma carta para o futuro. Uma vila nas montanhas. Não posso pedir a mudança, sim, mas posso prever. Pá, tá bom, vambora. Então esse daqui é o nosso personagem. Pô, mano, assim nós espera, né? Vamos esperar que tudo já comece amanhã, porque eu não vi nem o grupo do Exoborn esses dias, porque eu não tô tendo tempo. Ontem então, filho, ontem foi o dia inteiro na rua, mas o dia inteiro fazendo as coisas pra dentro de casa. Aí é só alegria. É só ajeitar aqui as coisinhas pra poder fazer a live direitinho. Então vamos lá, vamos ver.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
Espero que ele te deixe muito feliz de pescar um peixe. Tem alguém frente, primeiro lugar, verso Festival do Conto Viajante. Tem alguém fazendo feito pelo Pete. Vamos ver o que tem aqui no quarto. A coleção de estranhos. Contos sinistros para crianças inquietas. Bom. Notas antigas. Maneiro. Coruja alça. 10 poemas. Finanças primáticas. Agora. Pô, aqui, cara. Aqui tá um calor do caramba. Queria que tivesse pelo menos um chuvisquinho só pra poder refrescar.
You're up.
Sinceramente.
It's gonna be a beautiful morning.
Sinceramente. Ontem também tava um calor danado.
Found burner,
Encontrei
camera,
caldeirão,
recorder,
câmera,
trap
gravadora,
breakfasts
bolsa.
in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village
Esses
anymore.
vigentes não são mais usados aqui na vila, mas se você vai para o mundo exterior,
I'll feel better when you've got a pendant
ficarei mais
shielding you.
tranquilo se usar um pingente como proteção.
Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness. It was Dr. Fumio's last invention. He realized that some psychedelic maladies were impossible to cure. So he made the pendant to
Então
prevent
criou
them in the
pingentes
first
para
place. If you have a
preveni-los.
better idea how to protect your brain from being destroyed, let's hear it. That's what I thought. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a... let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense. Sound, smell. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the 3. Feed the object
Coloque o
into the
objeto no
memory will
caldeirão.
leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pen. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless, at least. Okay, so
This old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember.
Uma lembrança já de
sleep listening to this tape. Where that came from? We all rested together until it got dark.
Porra, maneiro.
What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in.
Que isso, cara?
Until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them independent forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Vamos ver. Eu não olhei aqui, ó. Aqui eu não olhei.
Nothing. I was born in the glow of my parents' love. Nothing. I remember who my dad was. Tangled nest, sour play. This speaks to how my dad loved me.
Three, two, one. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
This speaks to how my dad loved me. Nothing. I always looked for other worlds. Honey, wax, baby, waves. I was loved by people I have no memory of. Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
Não sei.
Childhood. Too sweet, too old. I always wanted to experience new things. Nothing. I used to see souls everywhere. Ancient, perfume, sweet. Nothing is ever lost. sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. I remember. These were a present from your friend Pate. It was such a special gift that you wouldn't eat a single one. But after a while, the candy became as hard as rocks. The candy was meant to give one moment of sugary joy, and you realized, we talked about this, that by trying to save them, they lost their purpose. It might have been better to just enjoy them in the moment. Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Aggressive, delicate, mineral. I look closely. Fabric, skin, plush, limbs. This speaks to how my dad loved me.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the object. I remember. You used to take him everywhere with you. One night, you forgot him in the plaza. It was cold and raining that night, but your dad leaped into action, as if the doll was a real member. I have this image of his face as he ran out into the storm, completely serious, no hesitation. And when your dad returned with the doll, I forgot for a moment that he's just stitched into the form of an animal. It felt as if he had a soul, because you'd projected one in. What was dear to you was dear to us. That we were whole for a little while. I'm fine. Let's do sight necks. Pick something that looks nice.
Mom and Dad before I was born. I was born in the glow of my parents' love.
So, what did you end up choosing? I remember. This was the night I told your dad I was pregnant with you. There was a party in the plaza. I didn't have anything to drink, just water. He didn't wonder why. At the end of the night, I told him I was pregnant, and he was so happy and so surprised that he threw up. For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off.
I promise.
And never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up. I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too? Look at us. There we are, here, on this beautiful morning.
No dia em que eu saí de casa.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future. I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet.
Caralho, que foda, hein? Deixa eu colocar mais uma recordação aqui, né? A última, a bolsa. eu ver se tem alguma recordação pra cá. Pô, agora tá bonitinho.
I've brought
Vambora.
tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known. Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up. Plenty of fresh water here. I wonder if it's more scarce in the outside world.
Pô, bacana. O joguinho é rico em detalhes. Que couve?
Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. Last night, my friends wrote down their hopes for my trip and tied them to the branches of this tree. A wish fell off the tree.
E conta uma
I'm
história.
not supposed to read them, but it might be good for you to have an example of one. I can go against tradition a little for posterity. It smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain. Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one. I remember soaking my feet in here on hot days. I wish I could tell you more about this poster, but I never thought to ask what it means. Now we'll both never know what it means. Oh well. Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work.
Eu ia fazer exatamente isso. Tem que tirar, gravar o som de um negocinho. Adeus, caro peixe no céu.
Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird.
Isso aqui é a lembrança da vila. Vamos tirar foto disso aqui.
Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it.
Vamos ver a estátua agora. Vou gravar o som disso daqui.
This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air.
Agora tem a estátua.
This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it.
Agora falta só isso aqui. 3 murais, já achei 2, falta 1 então. Aqui o terceiro mural.
The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception. Dr. Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else.
Porra, muito maneiro, cara, esse jogo. Cara, muito foda, na moral.
I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch.
Viva, cara.
We both appreciate the silence.
Tirar uma foto disso
Yarrow
também.
Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them. Drip, just as slow, reliable, and oddly satisfying as life itself in this little village.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything.
Bom dia!
Do you see for yourself? You see.
Como é que você tá, Fernandão?
For the unborn.
Hoje agora pela manhã estamos num joguinho mais tranquilo, porque depois eu vou começar só o Fortnite.
For the unborn. Your ancestors.
Pensando num joguinho satisfatório agora de manhã. Como é que você tá, meu gatão?
And all the dead are holding you up. Now stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move. To entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
Tá de buenas? Cara, eu tô bem também. Cara, olha que joguinho satisfatório e gostoso de jogar, cara. Aqui, pelo jeito, nós somos essa menina viajante. E tipo, nós temos que literalmente ver o mundo, sabe? O nome é Uma Carta para o Futuro, porque ela deixou o álbum de recordações dela em algum lugar. Eu não sei o que aconteceu ainda, mas vou descobrir.
These bikes were used by messengers a long, long time ago. Tate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
A amarela, azul, a rosa. Vou pegar a rosa. Gente, que coisa linda. Olha isso. Uma carta para o futuro. Obrigado, Fernando. Não é? Do Neida já me manda ali um...
I can see in these letters that the outside world has extremes, with beauty and tragedy beyond anything I've known. Most of what I've seen from the outside world probably arrived in a cart like this.
Pô, não vou abrir carta, porque abrir correspondência dos outros é mó feio. Do nada, né? R$2 ou um golpe gratuito.
Traders used to come to the outskirts of the village. The war put an end to this.
Nunca abra a correspondência dos outros, viu? É feio. Porra, eu me amarrei também, cara. Eu vou te falar. Olha que coisa linda.
In the village, these cranes look like little creatures, grazing. I had no idea how huge they are.
Porra, ela ainda desenha os bagulho, além de tirar foto e gravar, ela ainda desenha, mentira. Tamo junto, provavelmente quando você voltar eu vou estar jogando Fortnite já. Oi?
We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals. My first time petting an animal. I think it went pretty well. I cycled through landscapes, seeing them for the first and last time. I had no idea when I left my home how the season would end, or more importantly, how soon.
Muito legal o jogo, muito bom.
On a cold, damp day, I feel true loneliness for the first time. Nobody could have described with words how big this world is, how it goes and goes. I passed through it, where others passed before me.
Arrumar abrigo, né?
Someone was out here alone.
Tá foda aqui, Fernando. O clima mudou. O tempo fechou. Aqui é um lugar que dá pra ficar aí até o amanhecer, né?
One melody is like me out here alone.
É ossada demais.
I have a feeling they use these music boxes to fall asleep.
Uma voz a cantarolar sozinha no...
They kept themselves company with music. Two voices is like me and my mom. We can survive, but eventually you need more. Three voices as complex as life is supposed to be. I could listen forever.
Não é? tirar uma foto desse abrigo aqui. Deixa eu aqui na jornada.
Time seems to pass differently around here. I feel so heavy and so light at the same time. I'm not really alone. I'm with myself. I'm with the earth.
Terminar, né, de colocar as fotinhas aqui. Mas ainda tem algum segredo aqui. Tem algum segredo aqui ainda. É isso aí, ó. Obrigado aí pra quem ficou comigo. Obrigado, Fernando, por ter aparecido. Obrigado, Ghost. Eu vou ficar por aqui por agora. Vou fazer um negocinho, um lanchinho ali pra comer rapidão. E já já eu tô de volta. Valeu? Um abraço pra vocês. Um beijo no cotovelo. Fiquem com Deus. Um bom dia. Valeu. Falou.